The African continent is believed to be the poorest continent in the whole world. However, it is also believed to have the most precious natural resources in the whole world. Let me give an example. There are very many scholars like Kiruro, I think is called Kiruro. He once said that the three Z's of Africa, that is Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Zaire, the current Democratic Republic of Congo, have the potential to feed the whole continent. However, these countries are so poor that they depend on imports and donations from other countries. Let's go deeper into Africa. We have very many rivers, like the source of the Nile. This is one of the longest rivers in the whole world, and they term it as the umbilical cord of the continent. We have River Niger, Zambezi, to mention but a few. The tropical climate of Africa, that is, when we talk about the minerals in Africa, Africa has the best minerals. The three countries I talked about, DRC Congo, can check on it. It has minerals that are rare. South Africa, Zambia, Zimbabwe, almost every African country is blessed with the natural resources. Africa has birthed brilliant minds. In leaders, we talk about Seseko Mobutu, we talk about Nelson Mandela, we talk about Nkwame Nkrumah, to mention but a few. We have a lot of scientists. We have a lot of artists. We've seen Sarkodie, Wizkid, Eddie Kenzo, Diamond Platinum, to mention but a few. The greatest athletes that have lived in Africa, even in the whole world, are from Africa. But the biggest challenge we have, that even the greatest minds we have are all living in the diaspora, and they're terming themselves as the Black Americans. They do not want to associate themselves with Africa. Africa has been a home of refuge till now. When you read the Bible, you see about John. Well, he was called Joseph. When there was famine in the whole world, refuge was got in Africa. That is where everything was handled. Jesus Christ, when he was fleeing King Herod, they had to come to Africa. The man who helped Jesus carry the cross, Simon, he was an African. There are very many examples I would give. We have rich people like Dangote. Africa holds the most, I've said, the well-known, most expensive, rare minerals in the whole continent. All these countries that I mentioned, Zimbabwe, Zambia, Zaire, all have the best. And also it is said Africa has a potential to produce 40% of hydropower that can serve the whole world. We've had very many people say it is because of colonization that the African continent is suffering. They say colonization and slave trade. There are very many countries that were not colonized, but they're very poor. We know them. And there are very many countries that were colonized and are very rich. In Africa, some of the countries that were not colonized, Ethiopia, Liberia, but they're one of the poorest countries in the continent of Africa. Because many middle and rapidly developing economies received their independence almost at the same time. like that of many African countries like Korea, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, and Vietnam. So, many people have also come to believe that the major cause of problems in African continent is poverty, corruption, and the failure of leadership. I do not disagree with you, but to a smaller extent, I can agree with you because all that have been manifested in African countries. But the real problem is our mindset. Our mind. If we can change our mentality, we can lead as others follow. Many people have a negative attitude of their continent, their company, their families, their race, their religion, their tribes, their everything in Africa. We complain a lot about our continent, about our origin, about our background. Your thinking capacity is what is spoiling everything. Look at the world and take actions based on what you have. Many people have a negative attitude of their country. We have a complaining mentality and a blaming mentality in Africa. You find people saying, I wish I was born in this country, I would be better. I wish I got such an education background, I would be better. I wish I was working in this company. I wish I was like this. I wish I was working and doing this or that. That is a blame mentality we have. The mindset, we are not proud of our continent. Yes, we have all these challenges, the poor leadership, the poverty, but even the great men we read about, like Nelson Mandela, he succeeded amidst the apartheid policy. It was not a good thing. So you can also succeed. Your mentality, attitude has to change. You have the winning potential inside you. But the blame mentality that you have amidst all circumstances, we've seen people who have won, who have succeeded. You too can succeed. If you left that zone of blaming that I wish I was born in this family, I wish my father did this to me. Yes, your father didn't do it for you, but you have the winning attitude and mentality inside you. That is why the Bible says in Jeremiah 29:11, I have good plans for you, plans not to hurt you, but plans to prosper you for a good future and a good hope. That is why also Apostle Paul, in his letter, he said, I wish above all things that thy soul prospers. That is 3 John chapter 2. You have the power inside you. If you activate the winning attitude inside you, Africa, wake up.